Our next speaker today is Miss Mary Bush from Williamsfield. She serves as superintendent. Would you like to come forward and speak to us, please? Thank you.
I'm so glad to be here today. I'm Mary Bush from Williamsfield. I act as a superintendent and principal at Williamsfield. We're a pre-K through 12 district in one building. Agriculture education is viewed as a vital component of our high school and junior high curriculum. At Williamsfield, we offer the basic overview of ag education to all 8th graders for one semester. In this course, we debunk the myth that agriculture is not about sows, plows, and cows. Agriculture education at Williamsfield is biology with ag applications, horticulture, natural resources, business concepts with ag applications. Agriculture education at Williamsfield is based in science that blends hands-on activities to give students a sense of relevancy and then get students experience for competitive events and leadership opportunities sponsored by the FFA. For American students to remain competitive in the global market, William Daggett preaches today's curriculum must possess rigor and relevancy. Ag education, complemented by a vital FFA program, provides rigor and relevancy, which leads to career opportunities in agriculture. I view today's agriculture education as a course of study that takes science, technical reading, and math, applies those to those disciplines, and makes meaningful relationships. Those relationships allow students to see why staying in school and graduating is so important. Actually, our goal at Williamsfield is to make sure everyone graduates and attends post-secondary education or training. In the last 5 years, we have established a vital relationship with our community college located near us at Kewanee, Black Hawk East. We have an articulation program that, while taking our high school ag classes, our students gain college credit. We also take all of our 8th graders to view their campus at Black Hawk East, and they see a wonderful tour and what that program has to offer them. We participate in their judging competitions. Our agricultural teacher has selected students, and we've traveled to Michigan with that campus and those faculty members, and we see a huge greenhouse, and we get several plants for our greenhouse, which is free. Students see firsthand how greenhouses, landscapers, turf management provides well-paying careers. Our community members then benefit from our greenhouse because we sell plants at a very reasonable price in the spring. Ag education blends rigor and relevance. At Williamsfield, we have a program called Construction Trades, and our students build a house every other year. Our agriculture students take their classroom knowledge and apply it to the construction phases at the house. Our ag mech and tech students, they learn electricity and wiring, then apply it to the house. Our horticulture students learn just how demanding landscaping really is when they cut sod from an area near our bus garage and laid all the sod for the new house. The horticulture students studied what trees and perennials would be appropriate for the new house. Students feel a sense of pride, and when that house is sold, usually to a community member, they know they had a part of that structure. This in turn creates a sense of belonging for our students and greatly decreases our dropout rate. In fact, Williamsfield usually has a 100% graduation rate, while the graduation rate for the state is 79.3%. Agriculture education, yes, it's rigor and relevance. Our 8th graders, horticulture students, and ag mech and tech students completed various phases of our new outdoor classroom this year. Included building an octagon picnic table, poured and stamped cement pads, benches, and located near our middle school wing. Once again, our students see that hard work, they can take pride in it, and see how vital ag education is in our total curriculum. Ag education is a practical science experiment. It blends how food is grown, harvested, marketed, and eventually consumed. 2 years ago, popcorn was planted in our ag plot. It was important that our students saw how a specialty crop, popcorn, went from the seeds in the ground to the mouths of people who attended our sporting events. Our agriculture teacher brought it to life as a scientific method that all our 7th graders must memorize. Students experimented because our popcorn wasn't completely popping in the concession stand. So now the experiment began. What to do with the moisture content to create that perfect popcorn. It was quite a contest at our school. And yes, once again, once our science experiment was completed and we had all that hands-on learning, our students exactly knew what about moisture content, control groups, a hypothesis, and testing our hypothesis. Agriculture brings that science to life. Ag education teaches us, our students, how to speak in public. Last month, our horticulture students made a presentation to the Board of Education. Their goal was to have the board fund an upgrade to our small greenhouse. They presented various options with pros and cons and prices attached to all those phases. These horticulture students were 10th, 11th, and 12th graders, male, female, some pretty comfortable speaking in front of a crowd, some quite nervous. As a result of the presentation, the board authorized nearly $10,000 worth of upgrades to our new greenhouse. That was for materials. Labor, you might ask? Well, yes. The students, coupled with the FFA alumni and other community members, will construct this greenhouse in July and August. In fact, this greenhouse is located just to the east of our school and will demonstrate just how vital we view ag education at Williamsfield. Public speaking also happens when our students return from National FFA Convention, and they speak about what they did on their tours and the careers that they were. Actually, board members get an insight on what our students may be doing for post-secondary education. Agriculture education appeals to males, females, students with very high GPAs, and students maybe with less impressive GPAs, visual, kinesthetic, and auditory learners. Our elementary, our children are exposed to ag in the classroom. We view this as a very practical way to start teaching our students just how important ag is. Ag education provides a level playing field for my students. And again, it blends rigor and relevance. In the days of shrinking revenue, administrators are faced with tough decisions when preparing balanced budgets. Ag education is interwoven within my school and my community. Ag education is just not another course offering. It brings science, math, and technical reading together. It allows teenagers to see how valuable education is during a time when this age group questions most everything. In fact, us educators hear more students' comments like, "When are we ever going to use this?" Now I smile because ag education answers these questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Bush, for giving your piece today. Certainly it's wonderful to hear from a school administrator that understands the value of ag education in Illinois. So wonderful. Thank you again for being here today.